Hello everyone, Prime here, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. So today we are here in Camp Verde, or I should say tonight, right now, in game tonight. We are in Camp Verde and we are heading to Lakeview, so this is going to be our long haul, which will be split up into a couple of episodes. But this is a very special one because this is for the Truck at Home event that 8 or SCS just released. Uh, because one or it's I'm playing the beta for 1.37. It's technically not an event per se, and it doesn't show up as an event, but they just track or at least according to the post, it seems that they're just tracking when you're doing any external drive or any external contract between this time. So that seems to be it because they can't introduce updates into the game while they're beta testing update 1.37. So that saying, they had released a mod pack for skins of the trucks that I was actually going to use, but it turns out it's apparently not compatible with whatever version I'm running of the 1.37 beta. So couldn't do that. But nevertheless, we're taking about, like I said, 40,000 pounds of nuts. Yep, to sell goods in Lakeview. So this, as I hit the wrong button there, this is going to be a multi-episode journey because it is a long one. So we'll see how far we get today, and we'll just probably look in an en route. And actually saying that, well, I go plan that out now. So I am thinking, well, we'll be able to get through Las Vegas, no problem. I say we could just, if we can get to Tonif, I'd say we just stop here. So, and there's a rest station right in here, I know that. So I'm going to put a marker right there. If we can get there, and I'll see if we get hung up somewhere around here and we have to take a rest right at this little town here, we can do that. But if we can split it into 2 episodes, that should be good. So, I'm starting, I guess what time is it in game right now? It's just after midnight. I figured I'd change it up a little bit because we've normally been doing a lot of daytime. Some people like to see the nighttime. I know it's harder to see, but it should be getting brighter by the journey, and my plan is just kind of by the finish in the evening, hopefully by the time we get to Lakeview, or kind of a night-to-night sort of thing, so we drive through the day, technically, if you were to watch both episodes back-to-back. So, that is the plan. Let's get the truck started here. There we go. I was contemplating if I should revert back to the of the 1.6 version, so I could or 1.36, sorry, if so I could do the mod pack for the skins. But I figured the sounds and stuff we get in this version with 1.37 is a lot more worthwhile than a few skins that are through the community. So we'll do that, but let's get out of here. We're good on rest and we're good on fuel, so we're just gonna make our way up and see if we can get to Tonif before, or see if we can get to Tonif in good time. If not, we're gonna have to kind of make some adjustments here. So swing out wide for this. It's a long trailer, this thing of nuts. I think it's like a sliding tarp. That's gonna turn off my high beams and don't hit the post. That would have been good. It looks pretty clear. It's a nice thing at driving at night. It's not normally very busy. Let's swing out here. Got lots of room. And let's go. So, how's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good. Just staying healthy, staying home, like everyone should be doing. And this event is supposed to be encouraging that, to stay home, play trucking. There's going to be some Steam inventory prizes later on, but they want to release 1.37 beforehand and have everything compatible with that. So for now, we're doing it this way, and it will work. I don't think it was really I think it was kind of one of those last minute sort of plans. I don't know if it was really a longer stage plan, because considering in the timeline of things, I think it was one of those kind of, we should probably do this, and then they're implementing it in kind of a way that they normally haven't done it before. But I'm not complaining. So as far as I know, it's about I'll have to double check the number. I think it is about 2,000. Once you get over like 2,000 miles or just shy of that in game. Oh, there's a vehicle coming. We're gonna go. Or it's actually a truck. You can actually you'll redeem a reward later on. I'll put the actual number on screen in somewhere along here because I probably messed that up. It's probably a lot more than just 2,000, or it could be 2,000 or around that. You never know. Anyways, so that is going to be good. And I figured I'll get the high beams on here so we can actually see. I figured we'd kind of start later at night and then kind of drive in through towards the day. Obviously, the second half of this trip will probably be more daytime driving than nighttime driving, but overall, not too bad. I'd like to thank everyone for supporting this channel. It has been growing tremendously in the last few weeks. I can't thank you guys enough, and I've basically exhausted all my all my times I can plug right now. I don't, but I guess I'll do it again because I am a growing YouTuber and that's what we do. So if you enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications, and like the video. Like I said, the channel's growing, and if you want to be part of the growing community of Prime Simulation, well, you know what to do. And also, follow me on Twitter at Prime Simulation. That's where you can find all the latest news and updates from around the simulation world and from the channel itself, if there's any issues there. So, other than that, this is a very heavy trailer, obviously, because we're struggling. I mean, it is 40,000 pounds, so I don't blame it, but my word. I mean, gee. Now this is the only thing about driving at night with the high beams. You're constantly turning on and off the high beams for the traffic to be courteous. Now I could be just, because they are AI, I could just say for the viewers' sake, you guys, just to leave the high beams on and forget about the AI. But I don't, it is, for realism, I want to keep turning them on and off just because that's what you do in real life, or that's what you should do in real life when a driver is coming. So I'm gonna do that. So like here, truck's coming, turn them off, there we go. Now the only problem is sometimes I'll do it, and because of on my wheel I have the high beams programmed to the one edge of the D-pad, and I have the engine starting on off on the other side of the D-pad. So like high beams is on the left side of the D-pad, turning on and off is on the right, and because of the quality, sometimes there is some moving around, I guess you could say, and it will think that I'm actually turning off, so every once in a while I'll turn it on and off, and then, or the high beams on and off, and then the vehicle, or the truck I should say, will actually turn off or on as well when I always want it on, and that guy is not gonna leave me any room, dude. AI. Okay, anyways, now we're on the highway, so this should speed things up. I think we take basically the highway right through to Las Vegas and upwards that way, so we should be able to get to Tonuf pretty easily. I was gonna say fairly, but then I kind of went fairly easily. Whatever, it's okay. Talking, who needs talking, right? It's only how we communicate. Actually, I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of other ways to communicate, sign language and stuff like that. Yeah. Like I said, who needs talking? You can do other stuff. But for me, I need it, so whatever. And now I'm rambling. So we're just going to continue on here. So I've actually had some. I've been doing more of the City Skylines content. When you guys are watching this, hopefully I have released a kind of special episode of the Sunset Harbor. There's been some things going on right now. Well, besides the whole pandemic thing, just having the figure out stuff with work and all this stuff, that I haven't been able to really sit down a lot at the computer and record cities. These trucking deliveries are a lot easier to do because I just kind of sit down and record a delivery, and there's really not too much editing that needs to be done unless if something goes horribly wrong. So really it's not the end of the world there, but I figure with the city skylines take more because I have to time lapse everything and the setting up of that. And so hopefully by the time you guys are seeing this, there's been an episode released. If not, there should be one coming very, very soon. I apologize for anyone who really wanted to see some of the Sunset Harbor content. I apologize. I haven't had all the time I've really wanted to be able to do that, but it's okay. I'm hoping it's out by the time you guys see this. Like I said, if it's not, my apologies. It should be coming out very soon. And besides that, there was also a little announcement put out by SCS, or it was a little teaser saying it said not to be sniffed at, or something along that lines, and it seemed to be a bulldog and a person carving with soap. I'm not sure about, like, I'm just gonna say I'm thinking it's Mack trucks are coming to the game because Mack, yeah, I think it's Mack I'm thinking of. I'm hoping so. Yeah, it's Mack trucks. Yeah, it is. Mack trucks have the bulldog logo, and I think there was something that was said that and I was reading comments on the video afterwards, that it seemed like the original founder of Mack trucks or something, they carved the design or something out of soap, and so that's where I'm thinking that came from, or what other people are thinking of, and I agree on that. So we're gonna go with that, and I'm gonna say that Mack trucks are, yeah, I think, yeah, it is Mack. I for some reason was thinking there's another name for it, but it's actually Mack. Is coming to the game, so that would be fun. And we're coming up to Kingman now. Complete change of, like, squirrel moment there. We're coming up to Kingman, so it's not going to be too long until we actually I guess we're exiting here in Kingman. Well, like on the far side, on the western side of Kingman, we're going to be exiting, and then we go to Las Vegas from there. Sin City. Well, luckily I'm just taking some nuts through there. It's different driving at night. Don't really do a whole lot of that. Well, at least now in this in-game. Most of the stuff I do is just during the day because it's a lot easier to see. But I figured, like I said at the beginning, to change it up a little bit. Just get the different aspect of the game. Obviously, because it's not just all daytime driving. There is a lot of night driving that you have to do if you want to be realistic with it. So that is what I'm doing. Let's see if I can brake here and turn off my high beams. I think I forgot about those for a bit. But that's okay, no one died. Stop. Is that an old Charger? Yeah, it is. Some of the models are kind of funny in this game because it's like you recognize it from, or you recognize them from in real life, but the names of them are completely off. Like all the vehicles in the game are modeled off of something like that. Looks like kind of like an Expedition, or that's a Range Rover, I think, something like that. And you've got all different kind of modeled vehicles from real life, but yeah, it's kind of funny. I like this trailer though. Like the Sunset Crops are kind of like their trailers, the stock kind of design for the trailers are really nice. I don't mind them. As we're speeding up here, look at that queue of traffic coming in. Must be a busy day. Must be a busy day in Kingman. I almost forgot the name there. We were just there. Isn't that bad? Turn back on the high beams. I like that. And it seems, well, what time is it? It's like 4 just after 4 a.m. now, quarter after 4 a.m. in game. So hopefully it's gonna, I think this is the darkest it's gonna get now. So hopefully it starts to lighten up a little bit so we get into the morning and see the sunrise. The sunrises in this game are quite nice, actually. It's kind of one of those, like the sunrises and sunsets are kind of sometimes, well, I'd say sunrises are more the forgotten kind of beauty of the game, because a lot of people, and the way the rest pattern normally works, or, well, depending on obviously the delivery, but for me it seems to always work this way. I always miss like the morning sunrises. I normally rest till like 10 or 11 into the morning, but I see the sunsets all the time. But it's the sunrises that are nice to see as well, obviously, but I can't always see that. So I will purposely kind of, well, not purposely, when I rested from the last delivery, because I ended up needing to, it just chucked me here, and I'm like, okay, can I didn't want to really do the double rest thing, because not really productive that way. So I just decided, well, I'm gonna start it in the night and go into the day, considering it is a longer journey anyways. And plus it's starting to lighten up, like you can now see the top of the mountains, or at least I can on my screen. Don't know how the recording spits that out, because kind of hard to use. My computer's using a lot of power here to try and get these my processor's doing a lot, so if it doesn't encode the nicest, that is why. But yeah, there's been a lot of news obviously in the simulation world, well, at least for trucking in cities. I do want to do some, I really love sim racing. I want to do that, but obviously I can't record and do them at the same time. I mean, I don't even get like none of my racing games I have even get into 30 frames per second. That's just, yeah, like it's hard. Like I can race them normally on my own because I get close to 30, and it's kind of, I mean, it's laggy obviously, but I make it work. I'd love to have a consistent a consistent frame rate that's higher and stuff like that, and be able to record and play them, put that on the channel, but it's not feasible, so I can't do that. But besides all that, it's getting light out now. You can actually see stuff, and as far as I know, is this the dam? I think so. So I'm gonna get exterior shots. Yeah, it is. I think it's over here. It is. There we go. That is pretty nice. There's the traffic going by on the other side. Better slow down here, because I don't want to get a fine for speeding. That would not be good at this point, considering how far we've gotten. I would not enjoy that. And then the speed limit's back up, so it was just for that little bit. How funny. So, speaking about all this frame rate stuff and the growth of the channel, at the 100 sub mark, I will do a 100 sub special where I could possibly feature a racing game. I'm hoping by then I would have a graphics card that would actually, I'm gonna get over here, I didn't really think no one was coming. Hopefully by then I have a graphics card that works in my computer, but 100 subs is still far away, and if we can make it to 100 subs, I will do a 100 subscriber special. I need to be in the right lane. I knew I was gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to bully the AI over here a little bit, like this. If we can get to 100 subscribers, I will do a racing 100 subscriber special. May even be a little bit longer than some of my average videos too. Maybe feature 1 or 2 games. You never know. Do something special for you guys, and as a thank you for the continued support. And according to my Google Analytics, or my YouTube analytics, I should say. Can I make it? Can I make it? I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Am I going to regret it? Maybe. I don't know. Are they going to be courteous? Yes, because I'm taking up the whole lane. Good. According to my YouTube analytics, about 70% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So for the 30% of you that are, I give you a huge thank you. For the 70% of you that are not, if it is possible for you guys to do so, I would much appreciate it if you were to subscribe. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to sound like I'm all this needy and constantly plugging thing that people always say YouTubers do, but there is a point behind it. I want to try, and I'm getting framed. Okay, here we go. Is it gonna recover? I don't know. I'm still getting hammered by the frames here. I guess I really haven't spent too much time in one of the bigger cities. See if going outside helps it. Oh, a little bit. Don't know if it helps you guys on the recording. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know why I'm still signaling. I'll just drive outside for a little bit here. You guys can enjoy that. You can hear some of the ambient sounds that happen. Actually, I do need to know where I'm turning, so I'm gonna come back in here. So I'm turning left here. So, yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. Frames inside the towns, horrendous. Especially in the evening with the lights. It just does not. It is not a happy camper. Just saying. Oh, they're gonna stop? Thank you. Much appreciated. I was waiting for them to start turning again. That'd be hilarious. Okay. And I'll just start making my way over to the side here. I won't go all the way over, but I'll just kind of stay in this lane here. And that should be good. It's only 30 miles an hour through here, so I'll just stick around here. Go to the exterior here, so it's maybe a little bit better on the frames. I don't know if it's really going to help that much, but I know I'm just going down quite a bit, so as long as I don't run lights or get a speeding offense, I am happy, which I may actually get a speeding offense. I mean, we're turning up here, so we'll move it over. So I apologize for the frames right now. We're almost out of Las Vegas, so hopefully that is all of that. Because if not, that is some nastiness. I mean, it's bad for me, so I can only imagine it's horrendous for you guys. So I apologize. Okay. Oh, bus! Bus, 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 bus! Okay. Well, no offense there, so that was good. No one got hit. I'm not sure if I would imagine I would have had the right of way because I was turning right. I mean, I know he was sitting there, but I'm signaling and starting to turn, and then all of a sudden he just goes, and I need to be on the right lane here because oh, all the lights just shut off. We are going up and around here. Yeah, we're exiting right here. Where's that go? Saying Reno. Yep, that's where we want to go. We're heading that direction. Off we go. Off we go to Reno. So hopefully now frames will get a lot better. Slow down, slow down, slow down. No crashing. Really bad jerky wheel. That is not good for turning like that. Oh boy. Well, we survived that. Hopefully the frames have recovered. It seems so. I'm getting better frames. Looks like you guys, according to the recording, as I just checked quickly, because I have a little window up on top of the screen that you guys can't see. Checking that, so hopefully that is all good. Yep, Tonos and Carson City along here. That is good. Actually, good question, because I just want to know, how far away are we from Tonos? Oh, we are actually a decent ways away. Now I'm thinking the next run, because that's more highway, or is it? Maybe what we'll do is I will instead go here, ditch that. It may have to be a 3 parter, because this is already getting long enough, and I don't want it to take a year to try and upload. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna start, or we're gonna stop in that little town in the rest point, um, and that will be the first leg of the journey done. So we will see how far. We'll see how long that even takes, because then I can judge from there on. It may be a 3-parter actually instead of just a 2-parter. Depends on how long I feel like making the second part. I have a feeling will, because if it, I mean, if it may, my like episode or part 2 of this may be a little bit longer than the first part, because if I get really close to the end and I'm reaching the same amount of time, I'll just continue. There's no point me stopping, obviously. So yeah, that's that. But besides that, moving along here, and it shouldn't take too long to get to that little town, because it's all 4 lanes until that town anyways. And cruise along at the speed limit here, which the guy in the Mustang isn't even doing, so I'm gonna pass a Mustang. Well, isn't that a shock? Is the AI even doing the speed limit? I mean, the guy ahead of me is, he's not. I'm doing the speed limit. Now he's gonna overtake me now because it goes up to 80. Watch this. Yep, here he goes. There he goes. There he is. Big shock there. Turn off main headlights, put on the outside running lights. Do some checking. There we go, look at that. That is some good stuff. That is some good stuff. Shoot, let's get... Whoa! Still driving. Turning. Yes, it is. Okay, we're gonna come back on here. I want to get a nice shot. Let me even take a screenshot while we're at it. That's a pretty good shot. Hard to drive and get a screenshot. Oh, big freeze, screen freeze. Whatever. Okay, that worked. Massive screen freeze. Almost died a couple times, but we made it. That is good. Okay. So now I have a few options for the thumbnail. That's good. Have to go through and look. We'll figure out which one it is. That's always the fun part, going back through the record and figuring out what part I want to be the thumbnail. What's a good shot? Besides some of the shots I do separately through the screenshot stuff and in the photo mode in the game to try and get some nice shots. I'll kind of toggle around what I do. So, yeah. Is it me, or can I not get this thing to go faster than 65? I wonder if because this is technically going towards the game event and I need to be in the left lane, so if that guy allows me. Because it's the external market, I wonder if it's doing that limiter thing that it only allows you to get up to 65 miles an hour. I'm wondering. It would make sense. Cool. Because I know there wasn't, it said that there weren't going to be any special trailer stuff or minimum delivery lengths. But I didn't know if it said anything about the speed, but I think it's kind of just a standard thing it does. So it doesn't, so it gives them time, like it knows then generally how long it would take you. Like you can't cheat the system and go from here, point A to point B without very quickly. So I think that's why. I think that is why. But we should be coming up to that little town very shortly, which is good. And it looks like there's some construction up here. Oh, with a light. Wow. I can bear, just so you guys know, I can bear. Whoa. Was he reversing? I think he was. Okay, that was random. I was getting afraid there because I mean I was hard on the brakes, and he wasn't stopping. I was getting a little afraid, but as my voice does some really weird high stuff and then comes back, so I like my deep voice. It is kind of fun. And yes, I can make myself sound like some pretty impressive famous deep voices. Like I guess not famous, but like the classic kind of Luke, I am your father sort of thing. It goes really low and that kind of like raspy kind ofness. What is this? What is it doing? He's stalling? No, I'm rolling backwards. Almost hit the truck. Now we're not gonna make the light. I bet so. I bet it is. I bet I'm not. What's the cars doing? Yeah, see? Look at that. Those, like, two Mustang-looking things. Oh, I'm gonna have to actually hold. Okay, come forward. Come on. I'm gonna have to hold on the brake here, because if not, I'll roll backwards. Gee, he's not giving me much space back there, isn't he? That guy in the back. Wow. Well, we'll take this opportunity to try and get another screenshot here. There we go. Try and get that. Just had to try and get that car ahead of me out of the view, but that is a small trailer, dude. Really small. I'm not judging anything, but hey, a school bus. Now that's new. Haven't seen a lot of those around. I mean, it's not new, obviously. I've seen them before, but it's been a while. Actually, sounds like some of the school bus that I used to ride on. Cool. Finally get through the light here, and that guy ahead of me isn't like having like clutch issues or whatever, because he can actually move. Doing some construction. Come on, guys, get to work. Don't just keep standing around. Gee, classic construction workers. No offense to any construction workers, but it's just kind of funny because all the breaks. Hey, take them. You guys work hard. I'm not blaming you guys. Work hard. You deserve breaks. It's just always a joke that people seem to say to you, or kind of things that you guys always get nagged, or construction workers always get nagged about, is the constant breaks. But hey, some of them do some pretty hard work. Just saying. Run the engine brake here a little bit. There we go. Yep, so now we're into the daytime here. About 9 o'clock, or it's all well, it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. And so that will be a good place for us to leave off until then, and so hopefully we can finish the rest of the delivery in the next episode, which would be good. I would like to see that happen, because a 3-parter, I mean, can do it, but it gets a little long. So I'm gonna swing out wide here, fling it into the center while accelerating. There we go. That worked for me. Just barely get around the curb. That's how I do it. And I think our rest, yeah, it's just a little dirt guy here. So we'll just, there's the entrance. There we go, truck parking. Thank you very much. I don't need the rest, but, or at least I don't think so. But I'll just spin it up here and make it look good. There we go. We're gonna put the parking brake on, put it in there, and turn it off. There we go. So, that is leg 1. I've only got 4 hours actually till I need the rest, but I'll push it, because how much longer do we got? Oh, we still got 10 hours left, so we're going to have to rest somewhere along there. Maybe in Reno. We'll make it probably work in the next episode. I don't know, that may be a little long. So what, we went from there to there. We could probably get from there to... maybe it will be... We'll see. We'll see how long it is. So, that has been leg 1 of this journey. And I think that is all I have to say here. So we will see you in the next one.